Actually, right now you can see that I received one email from a cloud-based machine learning company called as floydhub.com. So they are offering something like a free GPU environment with all the things which I am looking for. For example, like TensorFlow 1.4, and there are other things which have to be installed as part of this setup, so which I will show you. So what this mail is telling is, if your job is taking more than 2 hours, then you might have to pay for that, and we will stop it when you run out of time. Okay, this is a thing. And let me take you to the my virtual environment. I mean to say, initially I wanted to create this cloud-based environment on the Windows environment in my laptop, but again I had a second thoughts, because if I do that on my Windows, then I will not be able to do anything else. I'll have to just stop all my works till the job is completed. So I took one different approach. As you can see, this is my Oracle virtual box. Like you can see, it's Oracle VM virtual box. On top of this, I have installed this cloud-based site, that is Floyd Hub, which I found was very attractive in terms of cost and money compared to Amazon, AWS, or paper source. As such, I'm yet to get the approval for the paper source, but so I thought, let me immediately begin with this, so that at least we know something is happening. So as you can see my screen, that it is right now running on cloud. So there is a you can see that there is a URL called as www.floydhub.com/jobs. So in this you can see that I have created a project with the name NMT. The same thing we had in that particular YouTube tutorial, like which I would like to show you, that is called as NMT chatbot. So if I briefly come to this steps, like the very step is like we are trying to clone from the GIT hub. Then it will create one folder with the name NMT chatbot. Then he's telling to run this pip install, and again you see that there is a specific he's mentioning that you need to have TensorFlow GPU, because when I was trying to run this program on my local laptop, I don't have a GPU. Actually, I was using TensorFlow CPU version. And also you see here that he's talking about something called as CUDA Toolkit 8.0 and CUDNN 6.1. So this entire process of setting up on the laptop, the to having a Ubuntu desktop installed on my laptop, and to configure the various things like CUDA, CUDNN 6.1 and all that stuff, it was quite time taking. But ultimately, like here when we come to the last step, like fourth step, he says go to the setup. Then he's saying that you should have some decent starting point for 4 GB of VRAM and blah blah stuff. And then he says we can train the data which is kept inside this new underscore folder. And then finally it's telling you have to run this command called python prepare data.py, and then finally you start to train the data. It's python train.py. So the entire steps what has been mentioned in this GIT hub, as you see in the video, all these things have been executed on the cloud for the first time. Like as you can see my screen, that like in this screen it is showing up the log files, of what all the jobs are running. And when I come to the next tab, I can, there is one folder called as jobs. It shows me the kind of jobs which are running right now. Like here you can see that this job took 4 seconds, 4 seconds, 4 seconds, and the other one, that is job number 4 is still running. So let me open that a bit and show you like what exactly is happening. So you can see the command which I have used to run this particular to train the data model. As you can say that I'm using the TensorFlow GPU version, and it is 1.4, and I'm trying to run this command python train.py. So as I go further, I mean to say you can see that for example, it says vocap.from is already initialized, and then there are so many things are there, like vocap.from, vocap.to, and so like I mean to say it is let's say it is trying to say decoding to output code model output dev. So initialized, and so here you can see some sentences like SRC, wow, that's cool, because they were not supposed to ship you till May 8. So all these are the the data which is there in those files actually. And so I see some process getting run, and to actually, so this entire process is actually the happening to train the data model. So, and as I show you that if I go to the jobs, I'm going to say it is running since the last 2 hours. So I guess these guys would have stopped this running by now, because whatever was the option to use the free time, it was only for 2 hours, and beyond 2 hours I need to take a package and other stuff actually. So see, the main problem here was to get familiar with the cloud environment. So I would like to just show you what is going on. So similarly, like I mean to say you can see that I'm trying to wait for this process to get over. And again, if I show you on the web actually, like not on the web, at the command prompt, you can see that I'm getting a message, if I just show it clearly, you have reached the maximum number of jobs you can run on this, stop other jobs. You can also upgrade your plan to increase the limit. So I mean to say, like when I come and see this, so you can see that I can monitor the job progress on the URL. So this is exactly the URL wherein I can go and see what is happening to the job which I submitted. So I guess this is the brief preview of what is actually happening on the cloud side. So I hope, like I think I'm trying to get some sort of an idea what is actually going on, and I hope that like I would like to repeat this particular exercise one more time, because since I'm familiar with the cloud environment in this particular site, and let me see if I can pay some money and buy some pricing plan, and as such, the paper source people have yet to come back to me for the request which I have asked. So this was the update actually I was trying to give you, and so we can discuss on this you know uh, this thing, for further, if you wish, and you can tell me what further I should do. Should I repeat the same exercise on the paper source as well? So that's all the update I wanted to give you now. Thank you very much.